Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zonga. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'd just like to start by saying thank you for all the recent support. It's been super awesome since starting to post videos again that you guys seem to be enjoying them because I really do like making them. So this video is going to be a collection video of all of the Pokemon games that I have currently in my collection. And seeming as it's the end of the year, so for 2024 this will be the game collection, and hopefully we do one in 2025 as well to see how much it changes, which I think will be super awesome. A little bit of a quicker video, but that's all right. Just wanted to get one out there for you guys. We'll start with the first generation. So Gen 1, we have just one. It's this Japanese copy of Pikachu Yellow version. It's in actually really good shape for how old it is. You guys can see it there. So a couple dings, but for a really old game, it's in awesome shape. So I'm super happy to have this one in the collection. I've briefly looked at it, but I haven't done a full playthrough, so hopefully I will in the future. But I can't read Japanese, so it might be a little bit tough. But we have Pikachu Yellow. That is our only game from the original Gen 1 era. Yeah, we'll move on to Gen 2. So for Generation 2, we have 3 copies. We have 2 copies of Gold version and 1 copy of Silver version. I'll show these ones. So these ones are all for the Game Boy Color. This one's a little bit dinged up at the corner, but super cool looking. I really like both of the legendaries in these games. There's that one there, a little bit better condition. I really like the blue on this one too. It looks really nice. But I got all 3 of these in kind of lots for different consoles that I ordered from Japan that I didn't actually expect them to be in, so it was a super nice surprise to have these ones in the collection. All of them I think have dead batteries in them, so I can't do playthroughs on them yet, but I would love to in the future. Okay, Generation 3 is where we start getting more and more. So we have 4 copies of Ruby. I have them all in these protective cases so they don't get dinged up or scratched or anything. So I have 4 copies of Ruby, 2 copies of Sapphire, and 1 copy of Emerald. I have 2 English copies of Ruby, so these 2 here. One of them was actually my very first Pokemon game ever. I still have the save file on the one, so I won't forget what it is, but they're both in pretty good shape. Both of the batteries are fixed, so these are 2 that I hunt on. I actually hunt on all of these except for Emerald because of the shiny hunting odds being a little bit wonky on those, but these are the 2 Japanese ones. I really like how these ones look with like kind of like the stripes in there. A little bit of scratches, but overall really good condition as well. For the Japanese ones, I hunt on both of these ones as well. And actually these 4 are Ruby, these 4 Ruby versions are going to be used for the Mudkip hunt, which hopefully will be coming soon. I have 2 English copies of Sapphire. I got these ones just before kind of 2021, so like end of 2020 I got these ones just to hunt in. But I really like Gen 3. It's one of my favorite generations, so I have a lot of games from Gen 3, and I really enjoy shiny hunting in them as well. 1 copy of Emerald, it's an English version. I got it back in 2017 or 2016 when I was still pretty young. I really love this game. I had a bunch of shinies on it, and then my friend Zach, I mentioned him last video, he actually reset my file one night because he wanted to play through the game himself, and it was my fault. I did say he could, but I thought he wasn't gonna like delete the whole save. I thought he was just going to like start a like a new file and then not end up saving it. But that's the story of how I lost all of my shinies in Emerald version, but I still really like the game, so I'm very happy to have these all in the collection. Can't forget about my 1 copy of Pokemon Fire Red that does not have a sticker on the front. This is a Japanese copy, it's not English. It came with one of my Ruby copies, one of my Japanese Ruby copies, for a pretty good price. So I'm very happy to have this one. Haven't played through it yet, but I definitely will. We'll sneak this one in quick. I have a loose copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I've actually never played it, but I would really like to. Okay, moving on to Gen 4, we have 6 copies. We have 1 Diamond, 1 Pearl, 1 Platinum in English, and 1 Diamond, 1 Pearl, 1 Platinum in Japanese. I just got these ones recently. My last video was exploring the save files on them. So if you haven't checked out that video, I would recommend it. We found some actually really cool stuff in a couple of them. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. Super fun games. I want to do a lot more hunting on them, but it's hard to find time to just play through games, right? But definitely in the future. I really like the way that these look. They're one of my favorites for sure. And then for the English ones, I'll show them quickly. I got these ones a long time ago, like I think right when 2020 hit. I stocked up on them because I had time on my hands like everybody else did. But there's the Pearl. And then the Platinum version, I got it at the store like this at the time. It is this doesn't have that sparkle like these ones do, which is kind of sad. Like this one does here. But even though I got it at the store, I got it used. So it came with this one, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm still really happy to own the game nonetheless. Okay, I gotta sneak this one in here as well, because I'm recording this after I did the games that you're about to see, but I totally forgot about it. I have 2 copies of English Heart Gold, 2 copies of English Soul Silver that I hunt on quite frequently. I've done all the starters. These were the 4 games that I used to hunt the Totodile, which took 70,000 encounters. If you guys haven't seen that one, go check it out. It's by far my longest shiny hunting feat. But there's the Soul Silvers. I really like these games. They were always the games that as a kid I would see people shiny hunting on, and I would say like, oh, like when I'm older I want these ones, and now I have them. So I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, you guys will see the Gen 5 games next, but I've already filmed it, so I'm grabbing the Gen 6 ones, but you'll see them now. Okay, so for my Gen 5 games, I have a copy of Pokemon Black in box, Pokemon White 2 in box, Pokemon Black 2 in box, and a loose copy of Pokemon White to complete it all. I got these games when they were actually pretty expensive. Not as expensive as they are now, especially for the version 2s, but the version 1s were pretty expensive when I got them. So I found I found the White for a pretty cheap price without the box. So I'm hoping to get the box at some point. Just like get one separately so I can have the whole set. But yeah, these were my Gen 5 games. Okay, for my Gen 6 games, I have a copy of Pokemon X, a copy of Pokemon Y, a copy of Omega Ruby, and a copy of Alpha Sapphire. I also have a loose copy of X and a loose copy of Y. I think I got these all with a box, but I must have lost them somewhere along the way. But the X and Ys I use pretty frequently for shiny hunting, just in the Friend Safari if I want a quick shiny. Pokemon X, this one here, was actually the very first game I completed fully, like the whole like post game and everything, caught like all the legendaries and stuff. The Ruby version was my first game, but I was still like not really cognitive enough to like beat it. But Pokemon X, I watched the anime and then I went out and bought the game as soon as I like saw a couple episodes because I was super hype about it, and yeah, started playing and there was no turning back from that point. But these are the Gen 6 games. On to Gen 7. Okay, just 2 games in Gen 7. I have my copy of Pokemon Sun that I waited in line on release day for, so it holds a very special place in my heart. And a copy of Ultra Moon. I had a second Ultra Moon somewhere. I must have misplaced it, but I'm sure it's in my room somewhere. But I really like those games too. I like the Ultra Wormholes, but Pokemon Sun will always have a special place in my heart for being my first like Pokemon game that I saw like the Nintendo Direct for, and saw all the things coming out and played it release day and couldn't put it down until I was completed the game. But I'll have to go through and play through it again at some point because I really do love this game. It's one of my favorites for sure. moving on to the Switch titles that I have them outside of boxes just because I keep them in a case when I take my Switch around. But a copy of New Pokemon Snap, a copy of Let's Go Pikachu, we have a Sword version, and then Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that I got in that like 2 set that it comes in. I also have a copy of Violet, but I got the digital download so I could play it as soon as the clock struck the time to play it. And I really like that game as well. But for Switch games, this is what I have here. And that is the collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about the Pokemon games that I have. If you have a collection that has some cool stuff, definitely let me know about it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, definitely let me know. Once again, thank you guys for all the support. It's been super awesome recently. Very, very thankful for each and every single one of you guys that takes the time to watch my videos. I know they're not the greatest as far as quality goes on them, but I really hope to get some capture cards in the future and start making some real content for you guys. So yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. I have a couple more videos planned, which will be super awesome. But until then, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll stop yapping your ear off now. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.